Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome, Udo. How you doing, buddy? Billy Brewer, welcome to the stream, buddy. Haven Hernandez, welcome. Nick PSW, JTL, Thissy HD, TG Corporation, Heaven, Suber, Bonnet Productions, welcome. Jamie the Warrior, King Slayer, how's it going? Amber Neal, welcome. Sorry, Amber Nal. Intercell, welcome. XFY, welcome. How you doing? Jurassic Ark, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Brandy Hurl, how you doing? Welcome. Melodus, how's it going? Welcome. Thank you so much. Who else we got? Hania, welcome. Lady Witchwood, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Chicken Nuggets, welcome. How you doing? Englada, welcome. How you doing? Bo Baka, welcome. How you doing? Carter Walker, Suzu Players, welcome. How you doing? Morgan Hinton, how's it going? Eric, welcome to the stream. I tell you what, I think we put a bit of music on. I guess let's stick a bit of music on before we start. I'll just back in a second, people. Did I miss something? Yeah, Bonnet Production, thank you so much for the super chat. I have switched off notifications so it doesn't detract from the actual stream because I want to catch it all. So thank you so much. If I do miss them, I will try and catch them afterwards. I do apologise. Erin West, welcome. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Let's stick some music on, people. Lazarus, welcome. Kingslayer, thank you so much, man. Thank you. I'm just keep refreshing Twitch to see once it starts because I don't want to miss it. My experience will be my look will be I'll miss half the stream. Gingy, how's it going? Me too, buddy. Me too. What's the music like? I'm gonna have to turn this up on anyway because you won't be able to hear when they talk. Take the music up. I hope this works. I've got a horrible feeling I'm going to mess something up. Too many buttons to press. Mr. Raven, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Erin West, Skittle, how's it going? Mr. McBonkers, welcome, buddy. How you doing, my man? Sabrina, welcome, all the way from Germany. How's it going? FT Dragon, welcome. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, and you're welcome, buddy. Tem178, sorry, 187, welcome to the stream. The Pilgrims Project, how's it going? Who doesn't like McDonald's, Nick? Right, everyone in chat, please remind me once the stream starts to increase the audio volume because it'll be too quiet. So please remind me, just spam the chat with increase the volume. Thank you, Suzu, for the host. It was indeed, Gingy, yes. It was indeed. Yeah, new expansion. So it looks like they're going to do... They said the first one should be winter 2019. The second one, winter 2020. Now, that could be January and February because winter doesn't officially finish, does it, till March? I believe. So I think there might be a 3-month period or a 4-month period between the two. But either way, I'm really excited for... Most of the time when it's paid DLC... There's new building structures and stuff, so that's, for me, that's the biggest thing I'm looking forward to. Cannot wait for that. Not me, welcome. Thassi HD, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Sebastian, welcome to Team Green. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate that so much, buddy. Wow. Yeah, this stream wasn't about super chats and new members and stuff, so that's why I've got most of the notifications switched off, but yeah, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, buddy. Wow. Exciting times. How long we got? How long we got? How long we got? What time is it? Few minutes. 2 seconds. Ah, hype. This is the most people I've ever had in a stream, 317, and they're not here to see me. But I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. There's normally a countdown, isn't there? There's normally a countdown. Just don't want to miss it, man. K-Mods, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Stella, Alien, how's it going? Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I really do hope, I really do hope they implement all of the S Plus items, pull all them in. I do think, to be fair, they might even put some of the, you know, the mod contest winners. They may put some of their items in there as well, which would be nice. Craftable, I know, and that's the bit that got me, Gingy, to be honest with you. That's the bit that got me. When I seen it said craftable items, I was like, you know what, I don't care, I'm buying it. Oh, thank you, CL Troyer. Appreciate that, buddy. And so that everyone can see this stream as well, I've got to try and get Twitch working on my Xbox, so I just really do hope this works. It's worked the last 2 times, so we should be good. Welcome. Oh, thank you so much, XFY. Thank you. Welcome to Team Green. Really appreciate that. How's it going? Thank you so much. Can we show some love for newest member of Team Green, XFY? Welcome, welcome, welcome. HFG, how's it going, buddy? Long time no see. Welcome. Cheshire Cat, welcome. How you doing? BNSF, welcome to the stream. TG Corporation, so glad you're still adding new stuff. Yeah, you know what? Me too. And this game's got, you know, this game could go for a long time. I just hope to God they do start talking about some of the things they're going to bring in, not just like play a trailer and then skirt over it. Just tell me what you're going to bring into the game, especially for the builders. Idale, all the way from India, welcome. How are you doing? We've got 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, you know what, S plus, you know what, anything else building wise, I'm happy.
Homecoming is a safe space for you to reflect on your service and think about what comes next. I can't wait to hear your stories and talk to you about where you see yourself.
Where is it? Come on.
Does anyone have any questions I can answer?
I cannot follow. Others need me, and your path leads beyond my reach. But I can't grant you a fragment of myself.
I think it's starting, but I can't find it on YouTube. Come on.
Is it straight?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Here we go.
Power? Is it empathy? The arrival is soon. The tests will be rigorous. They will be difficult. They will be deadly.
Apparently they're starting now.
Is that it?
Woo! Whoa!
That can't be it.
Did we just see that? Whoa, man! What did we just see? I don't even know what camera to look at.
Hey, welcome to the
excited.
stream.
Who's
We're glad you
camera?
could tune in today.
Hey, welcome to the stream.
We
We
have a lot of
glad you
stuff
could
to talk
tune
about
in
today.
today. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. As you can see, there's a lot of cool stuff. You might have just seen it. I'm pretty excited. If you can't tell,
I've seen it.
I'm pretty excited. If you can't tell, but let's do some introductions.
I am
first, and then
Cedric.
we'll
I am
dig
the
into
lead
that a little
community
bit more.
manager
So,
for ARC.
I am Cedric.
I am the lead
Twitter.
community manager
Kind of
for ARC.
try to you may have seen guys Twitter. Kind of try to tune in with you guys.
I'm Jesse,
and communicate with you guys
co-founder
as
and
much as
co-creative
possible.
director at Wildcard. I'm Jesse, co-founder and co-creative director at Wildcard.
I'm Zane. I'm
QA
Zane.
design,
QA
and
design.
everything else I can get my hands.
Usually, here's a small fact. Usually, behind the scenes, doing all the piloting. You know, we decided to let
Zane's been on more screens.
Actually, he has. Actually, he has. He really has.
Hey, well,
He
should we
really
run the
has.
trailer? Hey, well, should we run the trailer?
Let's run it again. Let's run it again. I need to see it again. I need to see it again. Actually.
All right, let's run it one more time.
Where you're going, survivor, I cannot follow.
Right, I'm fixed. We're fixed. I do apologise. Sorry, people. This started far too quick.
But I can't grant you a fragment of myself as a guide to find what is most important to your ultimate survival. Is it strength? Is it willpower? Is it empathy? The arrival is soon. The tests will be rigorous. They will be difficult. They will be deadly.
Apparently they're starting now. Maybe not this one first. Hang on. There we go. Oh, how cute! Don't eat that. Really wants them.
It's sorted now. It looks immense. You can tell they put some time into this one as well. Wow, okay. Tell us about it, Said.
That trailer is crazy good. Like I'm just sitting here in awe. Again, this is the first time I've seen it, so really excited about it. I know we want to talk more about what you just saw and some of the things you might be seeing in the future, but let's talk a little bit about what has happened just in the recent past months. So, had you know, we've launched Valguero. Valguero is really popular. People are loving it. People have been sending me screenshots and videos and cool content. So please keep sending that. We'll be sure to showcase that as much as possible. And also, we're doing some new things with beta branches and things like that. Zane could talk a little bit more about that. We have a little
It
bit
did,
more
didn't it,
story for
Gingy?
that, right?
Yeah, we've definitely been getting a lot of feedback that players want change, some adjustments in the game. So we've been looking at just about everything: mechs, titans, a lot of our CC buffs or abilities, just making adjustments all across the board to get a better combat for everyone, but trying to do it as low impact as possible.
Awesome. And you can expect to see more of that. Those things will continue, to happen, throughout the process, and we'll continue to offer beta branches to have you, voice your opinion on things like that. But more recently, we just wrapped up the contest, which is very near and dear to my heart because that's how I kind of got introduced to Studio Wildcard.
Thank you so much,
we
Peter. I
really
appreciate that
like
so
to
much. Thank you
invest
for
in our
becoming a member
modding
of Team
community.
Green. Thank you.
Valguero was a mod that was participated in a lot of mod stuff. So,
Yeah, I mean, if people don't know, mods are a little bit taken for granted on PC because we have the dev kit and it's super easy to load up any mod that you want to play. And Steam Workshop makes it really awesome to be able to find new mods and play them. But when it comes to console players, they don't really have that access to the mods. And one thing we've really tried to do here at Wildcard since we first started ARC is plan for getting some of the best content to the console players as well. It's actually quite a lot of work to take any piece of content that runs on PC and just make it work on consoles. And so we did that, as Cedric mentioned, first with his mod Primitive Plus. Then we also did the Center, which was a really cool map that you guys all know and love. Followed by Ragnarok, another map, and then again Valguero, which is another map. And usually this takes months and months of effort on our side, some of our internal people collaborating with the mod creators to get this content running on consoles and put up new servers and all that stuff. And so the mod contest completing now is a big deal because you're starting to get a look at like what might be coming next as we continue to do more of this, pushing the mods and getting them into the core gameplay of ARC over the next year as well.
And as as Jesse said, a lot of these winners in the mod contest have turned into partnerships, whether that be working on a certain thing or employment or things like that. So we always like to create relationships with the community. This isn't something where we're just looking to showcase one thing and be done with it. We heavily invest in our modding community. Josh. You may have know Josh. Josh is the mod community liaison, and he definitely handles a lot of the mod things. So with that said, let's roll into, so we split up the contest this year. We kind of went into categories, so we had mods, and that offered a little bit of flexibility for the people that are competing to not lump everyone into one group since they are pretty particular in the things that they do. So we'll run the winners. These are the first place winners from the mod winner first.
They've got no audio on this either. That's crazy. They've got no audio. I think the audio's on their end, to be honest with you, because I've got mine full blast and I can't hear. There's nothing coming up here now. There's no audio on this. It's nothing coming through my headset either now. I think it's their end.
Right, so that was the mod winner. What's funny is that I'm pretty sure that they competed in the first contest. So it's cool to see that modders are still
the
around.
audio's on their end.
Some of the early modders that
That's the problem. It's not me, it's them.
Are still around and modding for ARC, so it's really good to see. But that's Castle Keeps and Forts, and that's available in the Steam Workshop. It has a lot of cool structural things, and I know that people really love decorating their bases and creating cool bases. We'll go ahead and show the map winner here.
Yeah, there's physically no audio when they're showing the videos. It looks nice anyway. Oh, come on, wildcard. Yeah, it's not me. It's wildcard.
So that was the Olympus map, and that won first place. Jesse, what type of things pique your interest in maps? Whether you're designing one or looking at one, what type of things do you like? What type of things
I think my favorite maps are ones that are bigger than life, fantastical, things that
Speak
get
up,
players
peep.
something that maybe they're not going to see in the real world, When we started ARC, we did a lot of like real world stuff, like the island, and tried to make it like a small microcosm of like a jungle. But then I think as we started making more and more maps like Aberration and stuff like that, it was really clear that we have a lot of cool mechanics in ARC, and I really like it when maps make use of a lot of those mechanics that the various creatures have, whether it's movement, mechanics,
hopefully
or,
Tony will be better.
Different types of abilities that they have when you can live in a map and maybe experience it in a cool way because of the way it's been built. Some of those things are the most compelling ones to me.
Catch that, bonkers.
I've seen a lot of entries that I really like.
You heard it first. It's how
Thank
to
you,
win.
Kennedy's
It's how to
voyage.
win
Thank
from
you.
Jesse.
Disclaimer, I have no say in voting, so,
All right, let's get
Should we
into
talk about Genesis?
Yeah, let's
Jeez,
get
I'm here
into it.
like, let's talk about Genesis.
I guess. No, well, before that, let's not. All right,
Come on.
Genesis. I guess we could talk
man.
about
Thank
that. So
God.
I thought it was over at Extinction. What's going on with Genesis, Jesse?
Oh, man. Well, should we just roll it in the background while I'm talking so
Yeah,
people
let's-
can kind of have some visuals while we're chatting? We don't need any audio this time. But first of all, thanks to everyone who was really having fun with our teasers. We put out 7 updates leading up to Genesis. The trailer launched today. If you didn't see them or you missed them, the teaser actually has a lot of lore implications, so you might want to revisit them and try to understand kind of what was going on there. And you might have deduced that somebody was coming into the scene and some stuff was going on. And that led right into the beginning of our trailer there with Helena talking to you as a player and building you a little companion in the form of
did see that.
HLNA. And the cool thing about Genesis, the best thing, is that we thought originally, hey, we got a cool story idea for ARC. It's going to take us probably 3 expansions to get through it, And so if you played through Extinction, I don't want to like drop any spoilers.
No spoilers.
But it was a pretty epic ending to what started with waking on the beach and being naked to
Yes.
this sort of grand closure, I think, to the story. But if you beat it on hard mode, you might have seen that there was a little bit of a cliffhanger there. Now, we didn't actually know when or if we would get back to that, to be honest, because we kind of figured, well, Extinction's going to be the last expansion pack for ARC. We want to go think about other things we might want to do. Maybe we'll start thinking about sequel or something. But what happened was Extinction came out and it just did well beyond our expectations. Like even the game itself, it's still in the top play games on Steam and on consoles. It's so
Exactly.
clear that you guys love this content. You want us to keep working on polishing and bug fixing by putting out new content over the next year and a half, 2 years. That means we're still updating the base game and doing polishing and feedback in between those content drops to make sure the game's healthy and that people are still loving it and playing it. And it just felt like the wrong thing to do to just stop making stuff for Ark when it's got as many players as it's ever had.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not, as you know, it's not a subscription game, but it is kind of played like that. People play for thousands of hours. So, you know, in order to make it make financial sense, we have to make more expansions. But fortunately, people like the expansions. So we thought, why would we just stop cold turkey? Like, there's more story, obviously. We were hinting that maybe we wanted to do more with the story at the end of Extinction. And there's so many more cool things we could do with Ark. So early this year, when we saw the success of Ark's season pass for Scorched Earth, Aberration, and Extinction, we came up with the idea of extending Ark's story more and adding new gameplay mechanics that were very different from what we had done in the past, where we just kind of, you know, added a lot of like on top of what Ark was built on initially with creatures and little game modes and stuff like that. And we said, we're kind of having a lot of fun with that. What can we do new that we haven't done before? And so for Genesis, in addition to being whole new maps, in addition to adding new creatures and new items and structures and stuff like we've always done, we thought, what can put it a little over the top? So we created this character, HLNA. It's our first actual character that speaks to you in the Ark franchise throughout the game. You know, so that's a little daunting. You don't want to like it to be annoying, right? But fortunately, we have a pretty good character in Helena. We think as so far the only character that's actually spoken in Ark. And we wanted to kind of distill her personality. You can see in the trailer that she kind of creates this little buddy AI for you and kind of imprints her personality onto it for you. So it's not actually her, but it's kind of like an AI that's created by her. And our goal for this character, which by the way is available now, I don't know if that was very obvious with the season pass, but if you go and get the season pass right now, everywhere else in Ark, if you're an owner of the season pass, you'll have our first version of HLNA as a cosmetic pet that can travel around with you, talk to you, react to things that you do. And this is going to be really cool as we lead up to Genesis launch because we have a lot of opportunities to update HLNA, maybe give you some cool lore bits, or maybe give you some little like things to do in the game as we lead up to Genesis launch, similar to how we had the One Who Waits notes back leading up to Extinction. That was some in-game content. But with this, we have an opportunity to actually give you one of the key parts of Genesis. Now, she's not complete. It's just the first iteration. And the one actually in the expansion will be far, far more developed than what you will have today. But the character model's the same. A lot of the animations are the first pass at those animations. The personality, the behavior, all that stuff as she follows you around is very similar to what you'll see with the character in Genesis, but like amplified 10x.
So we can expect to see HLNA as a big part in Genesis.
A huge part. I was getting to before I remembered I needed to mention that she was available right now if you have the season pass. That HLNA actually is a key player in Genesis in the fact that she's trying to help you. She's training you for something.
Okay.
As you saw in the trailer, Helena can't come wherever we're going, and we're arriving somewhere soon, she says. The arrival soon. And, you know, we don't know what it's going to take for you to survive. You know, there's going to be a lot of tests. They're going to be dangerous. They're even going to be deadly. You know, and HLNA is like, well, I guess we're getting started now. You know,
some point,
and
for the
throws you right
DLC
into the
closer
sort
to
of
the
simulation
launch,
that
so
you're in,
watch this
right?
space,
It's
some
not
of
quite like the
Discord
Arks. So clearly this is different than all the Arks, but it's definitely some sort of simulation because we're moving around quickly between spaces. But HLNA is there, and she actually serves as kind of like a companion and somebody who's like a source of like missions and goals in the game. So we added kind of like a multiplayer or single player if you're playing single player, but it's a multiplayer sort of mission objective system that allows you to find cool things to do in the world, and Zane can talk about that in a little bit, but there's a lot of different types of missions and fun stuff to do, whether by yourself or with your friends, kind of building on some of the stuff we had with Extinction, you know, with our orbital supply drops, and you guys both worked extensively on. I think that was some foundation for like how do we do things like in the open world in a survival game that are fun, and you might want to like build on them and make different variations and go back to them. So I think what became of that is this new mission system that HLNA is kind of the arbiter of. So, you know, she's always looking for things for you to be able to accomplish. And also, it's very much more lore based than even
Yeah.
our previous expansions, because she's there with you. Maybe she knows a little bit more about what's going on than you do. Maybe she doesn't. Who knows? But she'll be kind of guiding you through a lot of that stuff. Really, in a way that previously we had explorer notes, but they're great if you read through them. It's a great story. There's a lot of recaps on YouTube and really cool write-ups on Reddit if you don't know Ark's story.
We watch them.
Yeah, but they're just written things, and a lot of people when they're playing a game they don't want to sit there and read. So instead of explorer notes in Genesis, we've got HLNA, and she's there serving that same purpose of advancing Ark's story and lore. And we're super excited about that.
And I think it'll play off well, especially what you're saying. Like, Explorer Notes are cool, and I love Explorer Notes. I just remember getting my first Explorer Note in the middle of getting killed by a T-Rex, and I'm trying to read it, and it's like, oh, well, I can't read this right now. So, you heard it first. HLNA is here to help all the beach bobs. She's going to assist you through your or through your struggles. So generally speaking, I don't know you don't want to give away too much, but generally speaking, what can we expect from the environment that we'll be in this new DLC or this new world that we're building?
Yeah, well, first of all, for us, an expansion pack has to include a really cool new map. No questions asked. So you're going to get that in both Genesis Part 1 and Genesis Part 2. I'm super excited about what we're doing in Genesis Part 1 because it's a simulation that's a little bit different from the arcs. We're able to get away with some more things that kind of maybe were even too crazy for Arc, being more of a physical type environment. And so you'll see a lot of new things that you haven't seen in the game. What you see on our key art right now and in the trailer are just a few of the biomes. Obviously, we're going to have a crazy snow mountain biome, kind of a Mustafar, like crazy active volcano like environment as well.
Oh, wow.
We really haven't had that in Arc. We've had it like where maybe the Dragon Arena is volcanic, but you can't really go anywhere. Or like some maps like Ragnarok or whatever, or even Scorched Earth have volcanic areas, but this part of the map is like all volcano stuff.
That should be cool.
Yeah. And then, one of our big creatures that we're revealing today is this giant tortoise that you can build structures on, harvest even stuff that grows on his back, things like that.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, he's got to live somewhere. So we're going to have a pretty cool water biome plan that's
People seem excited about that
yeah,
one.
it's not just window dressing like sometimes the water biome seems to feel like. In some cases, this is definitely like a key part of this map. So we're really excited about that. And this is just a few of the creatures. We've got lots more planned for the expansion, lots more items and stuff like that. We'll talk about that these specific things a little bit as we go. But I think all in all, if you're wondering like what is Genesis, like it's Ark's next chapter. It's more of what you love with other things that you haven't experienced yet that we hope you're going to love even more on top of what you already are playing. And if you're wondering where it fits in the storyline, I will just say it's not accurate to say it picks up where Extinction left off, but it integrates very well with the story of Arc, and I'm pretty excited between Genesis Part 1 and Genesis Part 2, the story experience we're going to be crafting. And I'm excited to take it out of the Explorer notes and put it actually into the environment and mix that sort of sandbox survival that Arc has always had with a little bit more kind of find your way, sort of semi-directed like story things that you can sort of opt into. You don't have to do them.
Exactly.
You can still play Arc the way you want. You can still get that experience on this map, but we're trying to give you something you probably won't find in a mod because it's not canon, right? This is very much canon. It's part of Arc. It's something close to our heart in terms of what this story is about, where you're going. Why don't you have any implant? You don't even have an implant scar in this one. If you notice at the beginning
spoilers.
of the trailer. Like, no, look at the trailer. He's like,
the details.
the guy's, he doesn't even have dirt in his hands.
That
He's like
is-
smooth baby
listen.
skin. It's like, what?
We got to contain our hype here.
And you're like,
man.
Genesis, it says at the beginning. No, but Helena's there. So like, what's happening?
That's me right now, and that's what I think is cool about this. I of course, I work here, but honestly, I try to stay as far away.
Of course, I work here, but I have no idea what's going
No,
on.
seriously, I don't. I try to stay far away from this because I'm an ARC fan, and
No,
I don't
sure,
want to
of
be
course,
spoiled. Like this moment when I saw the trailer, I don't want to spoil that moment. You know, and those are type of things that, you know, as an ARC fan, those are the things I look forward to. So I try to be informed because I have to inform people, but I try not to spoil it for myself.
Yep.
And try to kind of like, you know, I want to feel that feeling everyone feels when they see it as well.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, I think that one thing that's going to be super cool, since everybody now knows that this is coming in December, just stay in touch with our community site and pay attention to the updates we're putting out and all the little things we're doing leading up to that, because just like previous expansions, you know, you're going to learn a little bit more. You're probably going to see more of what's in the expansion than what we're just announcing today. And it's going to be, I think, pretty exciting to follow along and see what's coming. And like I said, if you have the season pass, you may get a little bit of extra stuff because you've got HLNA with you in the game whenever you want her around. For example, right now she serves as a light, I believe. It's a free light. I mean, like when you need a torch, you don't have to just pop out HLNA.
Right.
I mean, it's
no
like
fuel costs.
I don't
It's
think you
beautiful.
can call that pay to win because it's just a light. But
I mean, you never know.
Shacks as a light. That's pretty
I
cool.
promise you, we won't give her any offensive capabilities outside of Genesis. No, I'm just kidding.
That's
So
all I
you
can
mean that
stick
laser
to.
that comes from her is no.
She actually unfolds into one of the giant.
It will be
eggs.
so, yes. All the
Perfect. I mean, we're going to show. I think we have some screenshots to show and some kind of,
Yeah, let's
you
go
know,
through 'em a little bit.
let's go into some.
Show
of
us some
those.
building
Let's
stuff, people.
Lead
Come
into
on.
them. We'll give some light commentary on some of these. So this
Zane,
thing
you
in
want
the
to talk about the
background, what
creatures
is
we
this,
see a little
man?
bit? By the way, we don't have any final names for the creatures yet, so you might hear us call them silly things.
Make up a name and we'll use it. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
We started off with the
a compound.
code name that I really attached to, and no one else likes it. So I've almost
Yeah, what-
solely been calling it the Sharoof.
Yeah, I
But
think
it's-
everybody
it's the
uses
lava
that really.
lizard.
Lava lizard is
It's-
more popular.
I don't even know
in
how to
office.
spell Sharoof. Every time I
Exactly.
write it in Slack, I'm like, is it 2 R's? Is it 2 F's? Is it 2 E's? Is it
I really
all of the
like-
above?
The reactions from Managamar were so great
Yeah.
that it just every
has like
every time I
20
see a
names.
name that's strange and it's like that's gonna be hard to pronounce. I'm like I
Yeah.
like it.
Now this
Great
thing's
code
pretty
name.
big, right? I mean, I think it's almost
He-
the size of a Rex, maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's large and he's a very 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 new creature for Ark because he's our first actual siege dino. He has a whole system. He's built for lava. He's built for the for this environment that you see him in. The hotter it is, the better he functions. And he actually builds up heat. He builds up pools of magma. He's a mobile forge, just melting.
Oh, wow.
Mobile
Nice.
forge. How cool
heat,
is that?
Everything.
Nice.
But he
Barbecue
can
on the
shoot
go.
massive projectiles of just magma.
Yeah,
that
I've seen his
will-
AOE attack. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and he has a backup defense. If something gets close, he'll do an AOE just to protect around him and light essentially the
It's
area
kind of like
on
if
fire
you
around him.
accidentally lit all of your fireworks on the 4th of July, but it was lava instead of fireworks.
Pretty much, it's impressive.
It is. It
Every
is.
time I see him, I think just he's a rock star. It's like heavy metal.
Yeah, it's like a
he's
porcupine. That's
just fire
on the
going off
next level.
everywhere. It looks like a rock show.
Yeah, and so definitely tameable and
Oh, yeah.
rideable, right? Yeah.
Very tameable. He'll be able to swim in lava. He actually
Oh,
doesn't
nice.
like water as much.
Imagine
wonder why.
that.
It's a little bit of a reverse take
a little bit
on
of
those
a turn
things.
off, literally. Cool, sweet. What else we got?
Oh man, this is a cool shot. Explain what's going. What is this, Jesse? What?
Well, it's from the trailer. You
Yeah.
know, there's Helena on the right and HLNA. You can see little hearts. One fun thing about HLNA is her little eye can turn into emoticons. So actually, in game right now, I don't know if the update's gone out, but if you have the season pass and you have HLNA, when you play your emotes and stuff like that, some of the emotes have cool little emoticons that show up. And
Oh, that's cool.
I think there's a few funny ones too that are tied to other things that aren't
Cool.
necessarily emotes that you might stumble across as well. So maybe be roaming around and get a random animation. You know, by the way, I thought it was sort of weird. and
Hey,
funny.
they're the
Like,
outfit
if you're
look amazing.
following anything related to Ark, you know, like all of this leaked the other day because it went live on
What?
on the PlayStation Store
No.
in Australia, New Zealand. but that's where Helena's from. So I feel like it tied into our
That is
teaser
just like-
because it was like, you know, I mean, there's a lot of technical stuff in our teaser, like fingerprint IDs and profiles and crypto codes. Hats off to all the people who are decoding all of our cryptography
Absolutely.
puzzles on the forum, by the way.
Impressive what
Keep
they
your
did.
eye on those things because in addition to being fun, they're actually a little bit of lore drops. So if you did read up on the solutions and the results from the crypto puzzles, you maybe have a little bit of a broader understanding of the teaser that we were doing leading up to the teaser. But anyway, I just thought it was Helena kind of unlocking Genesis early because, you know, apparently Australia's in the future and I don't know. Things
Helena.
happen before they do here for some reason.
She's looking out for us. Don't worry. She's always got our backs.
Yeah. So what do we got here?
Oh, our shapeshifter. This guy is he's cool. He's very, very, very
It's
unique.
adorable, man.
Shapeshifter, you right, Gingy?
He starts off as just your basic shoulder pet, and he's very sweet, very likable, and then he has a little bit of a habit. He likes Element.
Yeah.
a
what's-
lot.
Is that what he's eating in the trailer?
Yeah, that's what he's eating.
What?
The thing is if he's had enough, he has a transformation of sorts, which you saw it in the trailer. Like he shifts out,
Yeah.
and then he's just this massive Hulk monster. You can throw him off of your shoulder and have him transform, and then now he's a rideable dino for you to fight with. That's actually practical. The uses for this, I'm sure, people are already like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like what can't we do with this guy?
This is, I mean, this is like the first shape-shifting dino.
We
Like,
just thought it was hilarious.
creature, sorry.
Because we were like, we need a cute creature for this expansion. And we're like, yeah, but what if the cute creature was deadly? Yeah, but what if it like was really deadly? And so it was pretty funny. If let's go ahead to the Hulk. So we call him Tiny and Hulk right now, just because we don't have a final name. Keep going. I think is there another one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is we originally created this kind of like shape-shifting tech sort of for Aberration with all the nameless and how
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
alpha ones would kind of go
Yeah.
and then we kind of use it a little on some other things like in Extinction a little bit and we're like, man, we could totally use this to transform from like a tiny thing into a big thing. And like the whole team was just enamored with this idea of making that like really seamless. And so you see the end result of that in the trailer. And that's not smoke and mirrors really, by the way. That's how it is in game. Like when Tiny eats Element, you see that animation play and it's like goes to a big creature and turns into the big lumbering
That is
guy.
so cool.
And it's like, it's so cool that we pulled it off and we're happy that this is going to be a unique part of this expansion.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a real thing.
I think the
won't
element will
mind.
wear off,
remember
won't it? I think
this is
it'll be a
one thing
time
that I
thing,
did see
possibly,
earlier
Amber.
on, and I was so excited about it. I was like, don't show me anymore. I know enough. I just want to wait until I see the end result. So I think it's going to offer a lot of interesting dynamics, you know, and play styles and things like that. And, you know, because he does have this interesting habit that I'm sure you're going to have to maintain somehow and manage.
What if I come up to you and throw some Element to your little Tiny friend? Is he going to get mad and kill you?
I hope not. Is he?
Same.
As long as you're managing him properly.
Sounds like he has an addiction or something.
Yeah.
There might be something with that. We want to make it to where it's really strong, but we have to find a way to limit it from being too many at once.
Right.
And that's more or less the theme of Genesis is we're trying to approach a lot of things in a different way to take the feedback that we've gotten of we didn't like this experience, we didn't like that experience, and we're doing it in a new way. Like we're trying to make it fun in everything, get everything passed.
All right, let's go to another shot. Let's go to the tortoise.
Hey, there's the
This
one.
thing. Oh my! I've gotten so many screenshots, comments. People have been asking me about this turtle for 2 or 3 years. I kid you not. So it is like it is so great to see this come into fruition. For everyone that's been commenting to me, for myself.
I feel like every expansion, people are like, so can we do the giant turtle yet?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, there's not really any water in the desert, or like, it's not really water on the weird asteroid aberration thing. And, well, there's not really any water in Extinction.
Yeah.
We weren't really trying not to do the turtle. It was just like there wasn't enough water.
Especially because of the size of this thing. This
Yeah.
thing is big. So you have to have enough space to where you can really allow this thing to live and play comfortably. Zane, what are some? I mean, we obviously know that you can build on this pack because I can see
Well,
that.
I saw some people concerned that this was like a Titanosaur type tame where it was like a temporary tame, but that's not the case.
No, he is a permanent tame, and he's essentially your mobile base in water. He's your
Permanent tame,
submersible raft,
awesome.
really.
Oh man.
But he also grows, like his shell is a fertile ground. So he'll grow some rare resources so that over time you can just have those resources there available for you, so it's not as hard to find. But really, he's just a great mobile base. And then once you're underwater, his shell, with all that vegetation, has an oxygen bubble. So you don't have to worry about having a scuba tank or wearing, scuba armor and dealing with all these water dinos
That's
that are
really
too
good.
strong, or having to have a tech suit. Like, just hanging out near your turtle will be more than enough for you, and you'll be able to be fine.
That's a huge benefit and a huge perk. It's. I mean, for me, when I'm already nervous of water anyway, but even in games, but for me, it's always managing that oxygen. I just get anxiety, like I'm in real life. So for me, having something like this and being comfortable to explore underwater would be.
Will you make it to that next air pocket?
Yeah, right.
Oh, I am the air pocket.
Yeah, well, now I have an air pocket.
And we're also taking into consideration we're making sure there's systems that you're not going to leave people behind too. We'll have some ways to grab people if you're going underwater and bring them on the turtle, bring them with you.
Cool. Yeah, we're pretty excited about him. He's got some fun animations too.
Yeah, he's. I think a lot of people are excited about him.
Yep.
Do we have any? I think we have a few more actually.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna do a live demo now.
Oh, somebody needs to take a screenshot of that. What was that?
Cryptic messages from
There's got to be something hidden in there.
That's behind the scenes, Jesse. You're not supposed to.
No, but I mean, like.
You're supposed to look out the corner of your eye.
Well, can we show more screenshots? Nobody wants to look at us.
Yeah, come on, man.
We're just like the same guy.
I know we had at least one more.
Yeah.
We are.
The fish net. Right?
So, well, also this. This is kind of like early view of it, but you saw it in the trailer, the tech claws. We just wanted something crazy, for the expansion. And since, it's you don't have your implant, it's kind of a different type of simulation. We thought, let's try to show a way that kind of anything goes here. And what cooler way than just like double-fisted, like tech
melee
energy claws.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be great.
Yeah. So visually, you can see kind of where we're going with them in the trailer, and we're gonna have like some different character animations for the attacks that you do and stuff like that. Do we have any early thoughts on how they're gonna be used, Zane?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun melee. As you start making those connections and hits, it's just gonna get faster and faster, and it's gonna build up into like that super rage, just like almost anime style.
Yeah, I can see it in my head.
Super Saiyan. Yeah. The challenge will more be just staying on target and keeping track of your target.
Making sure you can keep them in front of you.
And keeping that momentum going into the fight.
No, that's going to be interesting.
That's awesome. Cool. And then last one there is just a screenshot of today. A lot of you are getting the season pass already. Nothing in here is different than what you would get right now in the game. You got HLNA in there following you around. She's giving a little thumb. You're doing your flex emote. I think that's a new one from the Arc Summer Bash, right?
It's from me, actually.
Yeah, so just another example of how she hangs around with you. All the other pet owners there are pretty jealous, I think, of
I would be.
Your floating, talking robot companion. Yeah, cool.
So I think we're actually going to
let's give a little
do a demo of this HLNA and your new companion, your new buddy, out there for all the beach bobs to show them to the ascension, show them how to ascend.
I loved how they're looking to see if it's going to work or not.
And she has a cosmetic that goes in your shield slot. She'll go over a shield or with no shield, so it doesn't matter. But she does go in the shield slot.
Oh man!
So you can see she's actually kind of hangs out and moves around with you.
Cool.
She'll look at you if you're looking at her. Do we have audio?
They do.
They have audio? Okay, cool. Might want to play some emotes and stuff while she talks to you.
Oh, that's cool. A little teardrop. Oh, that's awesome.
I think there's, like we said, right now in game, there's a couple more cases, not just emotes, but as you're going about normal gameplay and stuff like that, I think we have some stuff happening too, reacting to you. So just imagine, like, extrapolate, if you will, like in having this character as a real thing that's kind of giving you missions and going around with you in Genesis and commenting on the environment, pointing things out to you, giving you fun dinosaur facts. You know, maybe thoughts on the state of the world outside of your little walled garden that you're in for some reason. You know, who knows? Who knows? But, you know, it's going to be delivered with a lot more character and spunk now. And if you don't feel like reading, you don't have to now.
Zane, can they customize their HLNAs anyway?
Yeah, so you can colorize her. It's kind of amazing how much she changes just on her color. Like, just her general appearance or her, I don't know, like the tone that she, her character.
Let's give her a paint job.
Black and red, like evil HLNA.
I need a blue.
I'm a fan of really flashy HLNA. You get a really dark color as her base, and then you go with like the metals as the highlights.
What about like
it
black
gets
and
this
gold?
really black and gold. It gets this really nice clean look.
Oh, sweet.
That one's cool too.
That's
that's cool.
That's pretty class.
Do we have the light working right now? Like if you go to nighttime, what does it look like? Hey, that's not nighttime.
It is in Australia.
I know, right? No light yet? Oh, you put the black on?
Oh,
He went
black
so
light. Yeah,
good.
this is stealth.
put a light color on there. Do like, do
Idiots.
something like, I don't know, fun. Ooh, red light. You have to take her off and take her back in. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Sweet. Oh man.
Party getting
She's-
started.
Look at that. She's underlit. She looks so evil. So yeah,
Very cool.
let's run around. She kind of will follow you, right?
Yeah, she does. She does. She is a companion.
You know what? That's going to be really good. You don't need a torch anymore. I think.
I'm
Depends
looking
on
forward to
how
seeing
late it is. We'll paint on, I guess.
HLNA and involved in the new expansion. I know she's going to help us out a lot, and guide us through the way and give us a lot of cool things to do. But it's really cool to see these lore. To your point, taking these explore notes and putting this lore inside of the game. For people that can opt into and look for deeper or look for more clues if they're interested in that type of thing, because there are a lot of clues for sure. A lot of clues hidden out there.
And then for those who don't want that, it's also a way for us just to get more gameplay to people. We're trying to find ways to not necessarily depend on just harvesting all the time or running through the same cave over and over again for meat. Ways to have fun while doing the same thing that you are doing. Like same end goal, same end process, but just funner ways of doing it.
Yeah,
more exciting ways of doing
we
it.
rarely want to do a feature for just one reason. Like, and to Zane's point, the whole reason HLNA exists is because we wanted sort of a point for you to go to that could always be with you, that could, point out missions to you, give you goals and opportunities, so you're not just like alt-tabbing to a wiki to figure out what to do now. Kind of giving you a little bit of direction in the game, making it a little bit more fun, but also unlocking those cool missions that we've been designing to play with your friends or on your own, and we'll tell you guys more about all that stuff later. But since we needed that, we're like, well, let's just make this a full character. Let's put it as part of the story. It fits right in with what we're trying to do, and I think that's like something we're really excited about is making it there for both gameplay purposes and to give you a more like full sort of experience playing through the content. So.
And what's also cool is that I know a lot of people like to play Ark their own way. So,
Sure, yeah.
you know, this is something you can opt into. We're not forcing you down this path if you don't want to go down this path. It's just it's an additional thing that you can opt into and offers a lot of, depth to the game experience, in my opinion.
See that
A lot of these things that are going on in lore, add to the game. And a lot of people get excited about them, including me. So this is a new way of ingesting that content, and I think it'll be really popular. I know I'm really excited about it. Everybody I see talking about it, they're excited about it. And you can get HONA this form right now, today.
Yeah, like we said, it's available now. The season pass is out there. It's the same value prop as all the other ones. Right now we just have 2 expansions planned for this season pass, so it's priced accordingly. But it's a little cheaper than the first Ark expansion was. But you also get this cool HLNA pet that's going to stay with you through the launch of Genesis and open up new gameplay possibilities that way as well. So get it now. I mean, it's already, I think, there's a lot of people who are going to be running around in game with this from what we're hearing right now. So, it's pretty cool, pretty fun. We're super excited to go on this journey with you guys and make more Ark stuff. I was a little sad when we finished with Extinction because I thought there wasn't going to be much more to do for a while, but I'm super excited to do the Genesis story and all the new gameplay we're going to have. So stay tuned on that stuff, and
I think did we miss anything?
No.
I think we got everything, right?
Almost, but I think we should run the trailer one more time.
We should definitely run the trailer. We'll outro with that. So thank you for tuning in. We'll outro with the trailer. I'm sure that'll be up later, so you can get all the looks you need to see. Again, I'm Cedric. This is Jesse. That's Zane. It's been nice tuning in with you guys. We'll be sharing more of this stuff as time goes and as we lead up to the Genesis launch. We'll be sharing a lot more teaser stuff.
For sure.
And we'll also do another community stream. I know this isn't typically, we take community questions and we talk about more community things. So we'll do one of those as well. But this one was more of to just hype ourselves. So I'm hype. I'm really hype about what's coming up. And,
You do
and let
Optimus
people know
games,
Ark
yes.
is still coming, or Ark still has more. So I think that's it.
4 months.
4 months.
Or is it 5?
Wait, it's whichever is longer.
4
5
months.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll run the trailer. We'll catch you guys later.
See ya.
Where you're going, survivor, I cannot follow. Others need me, and your path leads beyond my reach. But I can't grant you a fragment of myself as a guide to find what is most important to your ultimate survival. Is it strength? Is it willpower? Is it empathy? The arrival is soon. The tests will be rigorous. They will be difficult. They will be deadly.
Apparently, they're starting now. Maybe not this one first. Hang on. There we go. Oh, how cute! Don't eat that. Really monster. Sorry.
That's awesome. It's great changes.
No. No. Not that.
And they've lost the audio again. Wow. I'm proper excited for that. I mean, they didn't say too much at all about this, the building or stuff, and I guess they probably won't with it being the first announcement, but I'm hoping that there's going to be lots of new building things, structures. I mean, straight away I've got some ideas for the turtle as well. It looks awesome. Thanks everyone for hanging out and watching this with us as well. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but I think Wildcard had just as many as I did, to be honest with you. The audio wasn't particularly great. I had to have my headset on full blast, unless it's on the Xbox, and it was different on on Twitch. But yeah, it hasn't been great at all. So yeah, as always, actually, I didn't think, to be fair, I didn't think I was going to be getting any super chats or new members today. So I want to say thank you to Bonnet Productions for his super chat, and to, wow, 4 new members of Team Green tonight. Sebastian Knox, XFY, The Wicked Turtle, and Peter Rush. Thank you so much, man. Wow. Yeah, so what's everyone's thoughts? Are you looking forward to it? Do you think you're going to get it? I know for a fine fact, I will be. Even if it's just to get some more building materials. That's the main thing for me. Right. Okay. Oh, nice one. You should send it to us, Amber, on Discord, please. I couldn't because my stupid face was in the bottom left-hand corner. Damn it. Yeah, honestly, I just want to say, I'll probably end it there anyway, but I just want to say thanks each and every one of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thanks for watching the stream through my YouTube channel. Really appreciate that. If you could, please leave a like. That would help so much. And Crazy, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy, as well. Really appreciate that, my man. And yeah, so for me, there'll be no streams this weekend, but I should be back Monday or Tuesday streaming for you as well. Come up with some new concept designs. Yeah, you know what, Gingy, the turtle, it looks absolutely class. And to be fair, I've got a couple of ideas what I'm going to do with that, to be honest. I'll have to keep that to myself in case someone else nicks them. I was going to play the music there, but it would deafen everyone. Okay, thanks very much, everyone. I will end it there. Again, huge thank you to everyone for the super chats. Huge thank you to everyone for the members, the new memberships. And yeah, thanks everyone, and I'll catch us all in another stream. Bye-bye.